Hi, Lunatins. Hi, my pretty girl. I should see if I have something in my teeth. Nope. I was how many old bras in my life did I say, hey, you know what? You have lipstick on your teeth. That passed by how many people that didn't tell them, but I'm the jerk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the one that gets cut out. You know? People don't want to hear truth. People want their version of their freaking bullshit, their version of their bullshit reality verified.
That's right.
You ready for this, Ma?
Yeah, we're ready.
Marge is fired up, Ma. You fired up? Are you fired up, Ma?
I'm not fired up, but
Are you up? You got your shoes on.
Yeah.
You didn't put your shoes on last couple of days. I was like, we're walking around the yard. I'm like, where are her shoes at?
Not on my feet.
Not on your feet. Today.
He's been around for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, Mom, that was on when I was a little kid.
Right.
Rockford Files.
Yeah.
James Gardner.
Yeah.
He was 6'4". He was a bit. That's back when they, when like, I don't know, the Hollywood had a different agenda.
Oh.
So and they, like, people did their own stunts. He had real bad knees. He had like 6 or 7 knee replacements.
Oh, he did.
And so you can see him hobbling like at the later seasons.
Yeah.
You can see where it's taken a toll on him, and you can see how he like kind of hobbles around in the running sequences, and you can hear how they use more body doubles and stuff like that. Yeah, because people don't get it, man. However much fun you're having when you're young, there will come a time. It might sneak up on you in a day. It might, like, you know, you might notice it one day, and then like a few days later you notice it again, something in your elbow or your knee, and then before you know it, that thing that you noticed is your new norm, you know, and now you just get used to it because all the fun and living the best version of your lives that you did. It catches up, man. Things catch up to us. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I'm staying pretty even keeled today, and that's right where I need to be. I never knew in life I wanted a milk frother, and I got a milk frother, and I freaking love this thing. I'm going to just have to drink straight decaf, because I'm going to have so much fun playing with this thing, man. I made a mess this morning, though, because I use it in all kinds of ways. Don't do that. Don't do that after the milk's in the coffee. Yeah, but I made some real frothy milk. I'm gonna get my Q-tip. I worked at a restaurant in Sacramento called Lions Watt on Arden and Folsom Boulevard, or Watt and Folsom Boulevard, not Arden. Anyway, so we had a coffee station. I made mochas, and I could do a design or two and make it nice. But now I'm gonna see if I can do like owls and stuff. I'm gonna have, oh yeah, buddy, milk frother. Thanks, Earth Angel. This came in the box too. I put it on the porch. Things that I do when I'm not sure what things are.
That's funny, Margie.
I think it's an ornament.
Do you click your shoes?
Lord, I hope there's not like.
That's Margie.
Well, I've lived such a full spectrum life. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you all right? Did I get you? Like I was looking up when I should have been looking down. You okay?
Yeah.
Did it just startle you?
Yeah.
All right. I'll walk over here.
Oh, sure.
But so I've lived such a full
Spectrum lifestyle one. One thought that
You're having
crossed
a
my
good
mind.
day.
Now they're forever in my mind as
You know
butt
what? Those
beads.
are really pretty, though. They're very pretty. And they have a.
I love them though.
You hang it
They're
up.
too big for a necklace.
That-
Unless I could just someone I didn't like behind me smack, dude. That would freaking hurt so bad. That would bust somebody's. That could easily. See,
It's solid. I like
it's pretty. So I put it on the porch,
Yeah.
and then
I like the click, 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 click sound.
yeah, and then the sun comes through it. So until I'm told to do something different,
It comes
as I
through.
just blew snot out my nose. That was rad. That would be cool to get a still shot of that.
Of your nose.
All right. So, Google, no, we're not going outside. We'll go outside when I'm done talking, running my mouth. I gotta blow my nose because I got snot running down my nose. Ain't nobody want to see that. So it's been kind of interesting day around here. Few days around here. I didn't do a talk yesterday because I was just a moody bitch, and I didn't want to put that on nobody else. So I just kept yesterday to myself. I mean, like, you know, actively inviting people into my day. I'm gonna be more selective about doing that. I'm trying to go outside without freaking sunglasses on and get my eyes used to the natural light, and it sucks because my eyes are so sensitive. But the idea of having raccoon eyes is so much worse. That is my vanity. Is I would rather, just be like, wincing through the sunlight as long as I don't have raccoon eyes.
Raccoon.
Why wear these sunglasses? And then when Mom goes outside, she wears them too. But I don't. My glasses have transition lenses. I could wear those. So anyway, yesterday, to get things up to speed and where the story lies with the whole water situation, it cracks me up, man. These things that are like in our birth charts that, like, this is a life lesson that you're going to have to just, like, how am I supposed to, I guess how I show up with this hiccup in life is really how the measure of how I don't know if I've advanced in the last, this is like how you measure, is like you come up with situations, and how I show up in life will determine my growth. So it's cool. I mean, we were without water for 2.5 years, Yeah. So, I mean, we got cold water, lots of cold water. Cold water comes out. I'm going to get excited when we get the hot water thing. See, I use showers to clear my energy field. Sometimes I take 2 showers a day. And so it's hard for me. So, and I haven't had like a real good, like, cause I it's like a ritual for me. Showers are so, and I got this guy. I put it in the bathtub, not the bathtub, but the shower with me, or in the bathroom with me. And I got my shower playlist, and I scrub a dub, and I start my day, or end my day, or sometimes both. And when I can't do that, it knocks me out of equilibrium. And so they're amber beads for art. It's a great Earth theme for my birthday. I love it. Thanks, Earth Angel. I just got clarification. I knew it was something artsy. It felt artsy. So, anyway. So I put that in, so when I can't, then I don't get to clear, I don't get to go out with the clear slate, and then I get irritable and cranky quicker. Nobody wants me. So, Thanks, Spare Change Charities. That's funny. I'll have to look into him later. So yesterday, one son troubleshooted, and it's not the water heater, and then the other one seems to think. So the Virgo says it's not, and then the Sagittarius thinks it's a switch. So they're gonna swap out the water heater. A friend of mine works, a woman that I married, she and her husband last year. And I did their wedding. I'm ordained. If anyone wants to come to New Mexico, get married, I'll marry us. Not me, yous. I will unite. I'll be the heyoka. I've seen YouTube videos. There's like, I say heyoka, hey, and the woman was doing a reading or some sort, said, hey, my heyoka married me and my husband. So people want me to marry them and they're whoever they love. I don't care. I'm 420 friendly. You know, you could stop at this. Well, I can't say that because I don't even know if this shirt thing's going to happen. Really, it's like a pizza that got thrown up in the air and then I just get to wait. Maybe it'll come down one day. That's how I live my life, I swear. Maybe. Sometimes pizza pies are dropping everywhere. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what happened to that. These ideas I get, they're like pizza pies that get stuck to the ceiling. Hi, pretty girl. So, I actually got enough gift cards for my birthday to buy a whole bunch of flowers. And I am so grateful for that. I'm just going to use those, and then I can use the money in the bank for if I have to rent a hotel room so I can go take a shower. I will do that. I will rent a freaking hotel room. You know, it's too bad that I haven't been a good enough person in life that people could just be like, oh, Marge, you know. Because that's something I've done. I meet travelers and I invite them to my house to take showers because I know how much it sucks to not have showers, right? To just be able to clear your energy field. So, all right, I'll get showers. Sooner or later, it's all right. It'll just be that much better when it happens, right? Yeah. So, some things I wanted to talk about. I made some notes. I was thinking about that. You know, the world is just changing and getting so goofy and wild and crazy. And why am I getting notifications? Okay, because it was off. So I called today's talk okay, my word will support me. So I gotta support my word. Something that Mom has like been driving into my head ever since I was a little girl is saying just do. If you say that you're gonna do something,
Follow through.
what was that, Ma?
Follow through.
That's it. Follow through. Follow through. How many times have I heard follow through, or if I got reprimanded, or got talking to as and explain why my behavior affects other people, and the world ain't just about me. Other people didn't get these talks. So I take what I learned and the stuff that I found useful. I tell other people because they didn't get it. They didn't have a good mom like me that taught me things, right from wrong, you know, like when you do something wrong, you feel it in your gut, like, you know, what you're doing is not what you should be doing. So, and I think about all the disdain that's on this planet. If you could collect all the ill will, all the angst, all the anger, all the hurt feelings, all of that just collected on the planet from people saying things that they were going to do, and the disappointment from the human beings that just have to accept, oh, that's just how they are. It's just how it is. You know, that don't fall to nothing. That vibrational frequency, it don't fall to nothing. It don't go to no placeville. It lingers. and it puts certain kind of effects on people. And then when people feel certain kind of ways, they act certain kind of ways. And the world's going to see the ugliness of humanity. We're just animals. We're just the ones that have the capacity to do brilliant, wonderful things and make heaven on earth. It will never happen because people won't get out of their own ways because they're too busy doing all those things that they deserve for going to places and saying, we care, and this is what we're going to do. Infrastructure all over the world is dissolving. The world is changing. The earth is changing. The climate is changing. It's all natural cycles. And people aren't adapting. They're trying to maintain life on planet Earth as an idea. Oh, just go to school for 12 years and then go to college and find someone to get married. That don't fly no more, man. There's too many people that don't want to live that way. See, people are becoming less obedient as the decades have. I was born in 1974. Tomorrow I'm going to be 49 on 49. Whoopee! Come on. I said, people think Jesus Christ's resurrection is cool. Wait till they see mine. Just kidding. I ain't doing nothing. I mean, if people don't care the fact that I got the ability of telekinesis, there ain't nothing else I ain't gonna do on the planet. The freaking people are, it's gonna turn their head. You know what I mean? So, my resurrection. I've been resurrecting for decades. He did it one time. Human beings resurrect, because that's what life is, as I understand it, is supposed to be about: is falling down, learning how to live in integrity, getting back up. Don't be a douche. Don't be a d-bag. Don't be a selfish, greedy, opportunistic asshole. How many people didn't get that talk? So here, nobody can say they didn't get that talk, because the talk is out there. I'm putting it out there. So if anybody has the inclination to freaking, change their heart and stop living like how they've been living just for themselves, they can tune on into old Marge. Hey, okay. Oh, Ma. Oh, thank you, Ma. You're sweet. Stop. Who's being pissy? Why are you pissy? What's the matter? You being moody? You're so cute. Why are you waggling? What's the matter? I'm doing a talk. Let me get 2 more things to talk about, and then what is it? Oh, just put your hands on me and love me, and just be the best of girls and a prettiest lady in the world. Frisky in your bits. Oh, she's trying to get Tucker to make out with him. I'll let you out in a minute. She's gonna want to be out all this. Yeah, I made her appointment is on the 17th, and then her dinner will be in fucking June or some shit. Fucking God. It's crazy, man. The other people that live in the land of convenience, tell me your stories, please. I would love to hear the wondrous tales of convenience. Where you get your mail all the time. All right, so that's what I was thinking about. Whenever I try to live my life as even keel, not up here. People think that, like, joy and happiness equates being up here. For me, it's just being here. It's not too low. That is not a joyful place. Being up to, because too much of a good thing is never a good thing, so just keep it right in the middle, right? And I've been on this little pink cloud for the last couple weeks since I got my Suburban. And, and it's just like, Marge, stay right size. Don't let your head get too big. Just stay, just one day at a time. Just take it. Just don't let it get to your head there, Marjo. All the blessings that have been bestowed on us and stuff, and keep giving it away too. Keep giving it away. So, cause I can't keep it unless I give it away. So, no, it was me. It was me tapping. Sorry. Didn't mean to confuse you. Now I got Fugazi singing Mother in my ear, and it's confusing. It doesn't match with what I'm trying to say. I'll listen to Drug Train by Social Distortion. That'll help. So I was thinking about, with all this water thing, that's what's keeping me grounded, actually. It's funny how water is keeping me, or the lack of water is keeping me grounded, when ordinarily, I wonder what placements that is. When ordinarily water helps me keep me grounded, and now, so, the lack of the hot water I recognize is keeping me in a place of gratitude, because life is never 100%. People that live their lives how they want to live for just themselves all the time are not the kind of people I want to be around ever. And it doesn't have anything to do with the color of people's skin, it doesn't have anything to do with their gender, who they want to sleep with, none of that stuff matters when it comes down to where, if a person is giving or selfish, is how I've understood it. I've come to realize up until this point. And given contrary data, I'm always open and free to and change my mind, Just because I have a certain, I talk about people in general ways, groups of people that do things in general ways, and just because people identify with the groups that I speak of doesn't mean that I think of them in the same terms, so people clump themselves up in groups. I don't identify with any organization, any group, any politics, any religion. It's all reindeer games. All that matters to me is if a human being is decent to other human beings and animals. Or if they're just a freaking energy suck. They're chasing sensations. They're just looking for places to put their freaking sex parts and all that stupid shit that doesn't have anything to do with nothing. So anyway, so if I don't bring balance into my own life and maintain it, and doing the things that I've learned in my life, the daily disciplines to stay grounded and things like that, meditation, and up the other areas when I can't do, like my showers and stuff like that, then God will put situations in my life that will keep me on an even keel. I just have to recognize what they are, and I'm just thinking, man, if all these trickster things are happening now, Mercury hasn't even gone into retrograde yet. I'm switching gears here. I'm starting a Facebook page because a car just drove by real fast. I'm not going to rant. I'm not going to rave. I'm not going to yell at people when they drive by outside. I'm going to create a Facebook page called Dick Pics of a Royal Hondo. And I will just post pictures of asshole drivers. Yeah. Of the people. And I ran it by the neighbor, his girlfriend, she's a Pisces. So I said, can I run by something by you? I say, you're a Pisces, you're clever, you're very creative, you're all this, I recognize Pisces to be this, and I'd like to run this by you. I said, I'm going to start, I said just what I just said. I'm not going to rant and rave and hoot and holler, because I'm just going to start this page and then just tell people let word about, and then people can find themselves on their so, because it's 15 miles an hour and people drive 45, 50, 60 miles, whatever they feel. However size their egos are is how fast they're accelerating that day. However excitement they feel outside, they're bringing that excitement on their inside to their outside by accelerating their outside world, and those people can't control themselves, and I find them to be dangerous because they don't care about anybody else. They only care about themselves is the reason why. So whenever I used to be the speeder, I like to drive fast. There's a time and a place, and 15 miles an hour where kids, dogs, animals, people are around. My mom, I take my mom for walks, and they don't care about life. So what am I going to do? Meditate more, Marjo, meditate more. So anyway, stuff. Oh, I did this. These are things I haven't talked about. These are my cottonwood seeds. I got half a jar. I got half a jar worth. So I gotta write it down. Oil for cottonwood seeds. And then I put it on a shelf for a year. A year. So if I do this today and put it on a shelf, then my next year birthday, then I'll have this magic ointment elixir, this medicine that is freaking amazing. It's already starting to separate. I mean, you can see the resin stick on the walls and stuff. It makes medicine for like scars, cuts, all that stuff. It's good for your skin. It helps heal things naturally. And guess what? I don't even gotta get paid. If someone just came up and said to me, oh, I got owl, here, try some of this shit. It'll help you out. That's how life should be. I was in Family Dollar yesterday, or Dollar Gen, or one of those dollar places next to Albertsons where I live here in Taos. And there was a woman in front of me, and she had a basket and like 2 cases of water, and she goes to the window, to the door to wheel it out, and they have an extension of the cart that goes up past the door, so you can't take the cart outside. And she's like, I can't take it outside. People are so and he's like, no, stop, yeah, you can't. I said, and she's like, you don't have anybody. I said, no, they don't need anybody to help you. I said, let me finish my transaction. I will help you carry your items out to your car. And she's like, but they should. I said, no, but nothing. They don't need Human beings forgot how to just be decent. And if you see somebody that needs help, you just help them. That's all you got to do. But people are so closed off. No, I don't want to. My stuff is my stuff, and your stuff should be my stuff too. Because I find security in stuff. That's too bad. I find security in the fact that whatever happens in life, mostly, as much as it hurts my feelings or makes me cry, I'll be able to handle any situation that comes up in life. And I look around and people are just not, man. Have you ever seen a person freaking in a freaking corner, just like they don't even know what to do? Like they're getting so many thoughts, they don't even know which one to land on and act on. Yeah? No, because people fucking ignore people that are going through shit. It's all over the internet. How many times a day do I have to like tap into the freaking 3D bullshit and freaking see people freaking getting videos of pain and suffering, and somebody like getting their ass but put the freaking phone down and get in there and freaking stop it. If you really care, but they don't. They care about freaking, hey, look at me, look at all the things, and then all the people that'll look at me, and then I'll feel important, and that shit's stupid. It's stupid all day, every day. So I put it on my list. Oil for the cottonwood trees. So that's what we're kind of. I'm putting myself out there as a consultant. I'm here to consult any local government, city government, county government, state government, federal government agency that wants me to come in, and you want to improve your organization. I can help you determine, pick out, and figure out every single discrepancy in your organization, what you should do, how you should change your attitude so your attitude can reflect what the world needs more of, and that will draw in a heart space of embracing the whole idea of collective consciousness, which I understand is supposed to be happening. Instead, I see these practitioners, these new agers, all these people that have really important things that they need to tell you that they know, and they're taking it offline. And they're saying, hey, come over here. I'll tell you what I know, but you got to pay for it. Money isn't even real, motherfucker. Ain't even real. You know, but you're just telling me that what you need to feel secure in your world, because what? Something breaks, you can't fix it. But if you got money you can pay to fix it? Things are going to get ugly, homies. It is April 8th, Saturday, 10:11. New Mayheim. I don't know. I'm going to go out today. See, I'm all pissy. I'm going to end up on this. And I don't really like talking about stuff like this, because it's not stuff that people want. But this is like real life stuff, okay? So, a week after my 9th birthday, some of the things that you don't read in the books of things, you know, that people, like, you go to an institution, they say, read these books, and then write papers on what you interpret based on the things that you've read out of these books, and put it on the table. So there's not like any original thoughts, right? It's just interpretations. So, an unfortunate byproduct that happens to young people when perverts get their hands on them and do gross things to them. I was sexually deviated at 10 months old. Every time I tell this story, it's not funny, but I see the word, because it was on the police report that I read when I was 12. Penetration but it's just such such a weird thing. Anyway, so I was 10 months old, but when people do stuff like that, it does things to the human body, right? So it, like, I don't know, it kickstarts stuff early. So a week after my 9th birthday, I started my period. And I hate, and it's something, it's made me miserable my whole life, right? It's just something I've always hated. I never wanted children, you know. And when I was in the military, I remember telling my physician's assistant or whoever, I say, you know what? I said, I think it's really funny. Everybody's all my body, my choice. I said, I would have had a hysterectomy soon as I was 18, given the chance. But it's not your body. It's not your choice. It's always somebody else's choice. It's always somebody else's choice. And people are starting to figure that out. And it's not going to go well. So, anyway. And it sucks because it's like I was this little freaking masculine girl, the tomboy, you know. I mean, and then the way people have received me showing up to, you know, 9, 10 years old. And that's one of the things that I've always paid attention to in life, is because, you know, all those health classes that they made me freaking go to and listen to what they say, and then put their answers on papers, and then I would be right and get a good grade because I'd be like them. The answers never match to my life. You know, they all say, oh, young girls start their periods when they're 12, 13, 14, you know, no, dude, I was 9. And then people think about how much it would suck to be 9 and on your period. So they're like, ugh. So I get that. People my whole life have looked at me and would be like, and think about how much it would suck to be in the situation I'm in. And then it comes out on their face. Then I think I'm ugly. Not the situation. I know it's the situation now. It's not me. I got mom's smile. I ain't ugly. That's for sure. So, and then, you know, and then you have doctors that it makes me upset. Like, I get upset, like, because people will be like, oh, you're perimenopause. No, you know, it's never been consistent. How they've said things are in books is not the experience that the majority that people have in real life. Yet but everybody has to tell them. It's so backwards. It drives me fucking crazy. So yesterday, there's no water. Aunt Flo comes crashing in after not visiting for 6 months. Like she's carrying a stuffed pig in her cargo. Fucking And I'm just like, motherfucking, I thought I was done with this shit, man. This is, I mean, because, I mean, it just is the stupidest thing. It's not for, but we don't get to choose. And so, just another reminder that how much, the thing that I am in control of is my attitude, and that is it, and how I show up in the world, and that is all that I have control of. Yeah, I can make choices. I can do this. I can not do that. I got choices like that. In the big scheme of things, the spectrum should be much broader, I think, at this point. I think it should. So, see if there's anybody in the talking room. Hey, talkie room. Hey, Nathan. Haven't seen you in a minute. Happy day, Kev, man. Your froth quit. Brother, quit on. I never knew I wanted one, just like I never knew I wanted a Suburban. Yeah, exactly. I get where you're coming from. It's all a pickle, but you know what? I would rather freaking, you know what though, Jay? I would rather do something good and have the shadow of the other than fucking be a shady scumbag, opportunistic fucking asshole on any level, and then have the shadow be a little goodness. I mean, I don't know. It's just me. And then see this, but people are doing what they believe in. I just would like to see them do it on a larger scale is all. Like where I live, every place I've lived, they have their things, like their groups. Like when I lived in Omaha, there was the water fight, the water thing in Sioux Falls, and people are, doing all that. It's just always something, right? But it's just whatever. So here they're doing the pilgrimage. They're doing the pilgrimage, and this is part of what sucks of having a mind like mine, is that I see the goodness in all of the situations. As shitty as they are, I can come up with some freaking, in the cream of the crap, I can freaking come up with some positive things. At the same time, in good things, I see the worst in things too. So I see good things, and then the downfall. It's like you got all these people. They got their Jesus Christ, their crosses. They're doing the pilgrimage. Jesus Christ died for our sins. Yada yada yada. Okay, so for the and so what did we do with that gift? What did we do with that? The people carry the. Look at this whole group. How many people are fit? How many people take care of the soul sack that Jesus Christ gave you? And so as an image, in Christ's image, look, Jesus Christ, I mean, they got the color of his skin wrong, but he he traveled around a lot. He was a pretty fit guy. He wasn't no chunky chicken, and if people want to emulate, they emulated too much the drinking of the wine, and that's pretty much the only Jesusical, Christical thing that people, it's like, no. And I don't buy that so many people are like even the people that are doing no, you are not really living, because where we live, there is poverty. There's people that don't have stuff. There's people. It's bad where I live. And so if people were really living like they say they're living like that, things wouldn't be that bad. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. England. I wonder how things are in England. That's one place I haven't been. I had a cousin though. He freaking I gotta get this. He was in England for 20 years, standing outside a base. Hi, Melinda. No, you're okay. No, you're good. What can I do for you? Did he? Let me check. He might have. Oh, you calm down. You calm down. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with you. Let's see. Let me leave the hot water on for a few. Because I know how that, like, if it's been off, it'll take some time to pressurize the system. So I'll leave it on. I'll call you back if it comes on, because right now it's not. Okay? All right, bye. All right. I love this stuff. It's fixed. It's not fixed. We'll just leave it on for a few minutes. And if it comes up, all right, big guy. Anyway, yeah, I had a cousin. He was the guy. It's funny. I've seen these people, and then I look for them in life, and then I hear their stories, and they have like the same background. My cousin Mark's a piece of shit, honestly. And that's what he did, is he sat on his ass and he freaking protected a bomb for 20 years in England, and then got a pension, and then went back home to where he went to the same high school, has played football, he was Edith's grandson, Edith Hessig's grandson, all this stuff, and then worked on in the police department, sat on his ass for another 20 years for another pension. Got big and fat, and he was the guy that frickin' was like twice the size of my brother, and frickin' I remember seeing him push my brother down, like frickin' pin him, sit over him, with my brother had his arms pinned, and he frickin' and he hit him in the stomach.
Oh, God.
Just 'cause he could. And so knowing how people act and then watching, because either they're going to continue to act like that, they're going to feed their ego and do whatever makes their fucking dick hard, and being a dick makes it's weird how that works. But women too, man, they can be an asshole, and just, it ain't gender specific, these terms I use. I tell you, it's just how people show up in the world. And then he grew up, and then he did all the things, and I looked at all these other people, and they, they were the jerk, and then they put themselves in these systems where they could control and manipulate and connive and serve themselves. So, well, I haven't been to England. Only place I went in Europe is island of Crete for Operation Iraqi bullshit, and then we came back by way of Naples. On the way there, it was cool because it was a direct flight from Offutt Air Force Base to the island of Crete, because they refilled in the sky. That was a trip. I wish I could have seen that, like looked out the windows and but we were in a cargo ship. So I didn't get that experience. I feel like my spirit has already roamed the earth so many places, so many times, that desires to travel are based on places that my body, my spirit, my soul wants to resolve, because of, like it's got to make peace with places. But I think I've traveled, I've done these things already. So my desire in this incarnation is find peace and just have roots in one place, and I think we're close to it. What do you think about that, Ma?
Well,
You think we might be on course for that?
yes.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that he had some shadow in him, Kev, man. That Jesus, yeah. Ask Mary Magdalene. He's probably a freakadeek too. I mean, if he was resurrected as an Aries, I mean, he's got some gusto in the, I just don't think he's like, chasing sensation all over. No, I get you what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. It's no different, except that people probably talk different there. Yeah, so. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Water's still not on yet. So, I think I'm preoccupied, so I'm going to go ahead and get going. Maybe I'll be back later today. Who knows? See where the day leads. I just was in a good mood, so I wanted to freaking jump on it. In case it doesn't happen later, I missed the window, you know? So, anyway, alright, that's about all I got for